So last week, we brought you a great video on the Dominion. This is one of the most prestigious guard-gated communities right here in San Antonio. We showed you all the different types of lifestyles that they have, right? They've got garden homes, townhomes, and then big estates. But we didn't bring you new construction. That's right. There is a small little baby section with only 35 lots available with the beautiful Perry homes. In this video, we are going to show you around the Perry homes new 70-foot lots available in the Dominion. This is one of the only ways you can get a new construction home in the Dominion without going custom and finding a vacant lot, which is very hard to find. So we're gonna get after it right now. If this is your first time to our channel and you would like to know everything there is to know about living in San Antonio and its surrounding areas, make sure you subscribe or tap that bell for notifications to ensure that you're going to be notified when we bring you new market updates. My name is Katie Powers, and my husband Steven Garza and I get phone calls, emails, and texts from people just like you every single day who are looking to make a move. Whether you're 6 days or 6 months from making that transition, we would absolutely love to hear from you. All of our information is listed right below, and Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice. Now let's dive in to the beautiful Perry homes at the Dominion. Okay, so we are briefly gonna go over their website so you can see these lots are 70-foot lots. Now, again, if you haven't seen any of your other videos, let me just briefly explain what that means. 70 foot is just meant to describe the frontage of the lot. Every lot, depending on where it's placed on the plat, is going to have a different depth because roads move and curve, and so some lots are going to have deeper lots than others. But here at the Dominion, these lots all have a frontage of 70 feet. This is super important for a multitude of reasons. It's going to allow you to have a little more elbow room next to your next door neighbor. They're not like those 45-foot lots where your neighbors, like you can literally talk to each other through your kitchen window, right? These are 70-foot lots. They're wider, larger. They are not super deep. So we're not talking half-acre lots here. They are building big homes on them. But if you're gonna want a pool, you're gonna have to go 2-story because these lots just don't have enough to build, a 3,200 square foot 1-story home and still have room for a pool. So just something to keep in mind. But these lots are 70-foot lots. Now, if I show you, they have quite a few floor plans. They are ranging from 3,200 square feet, which is gonna be your 1-story, all the way to 5,000 plus. We're gonna show you in just a minute those homes that are currently being built as well as the model. This is really just a sneak peek in because there are only 35 lots to choose from. And then they don't know if there's gonna be any more land available. It doesn't, in my mind, there isn't any more land available, but who knows? These builders wheel and deal and find different ways. They're saying there possibly could be a phase 2, but the developer has not approved it. They do not have a plat for a phase 2. So if you're wanting a new Perry home in the Dominion, you've got literally 6 to 9 months to make that decision because these 35 lots are going to go fast, which is why I wanted to bring you this sneak peek before the model's even ready because they are pre-selling. They have 5 homes they are building right now that will be ready October. The smallest, the 3,200 1-story, which is the same model at Kinder Ranch. That one's gonna be ready in October. The rest are gonna be ready November, December of 2025. So there are 5 homes that will be ready this year in 2025 that you can get in, and then you have 30 lots to choose from. So this is the smallest 1-story home here at the this one's 3,300 square feet, 1-story. A lot of these homes are going to be 2-story. Your price points are starting at 1.1 and they are going to go all the way up to about 1.5, 1.6, depending on your updates. But one thing to note about Perry, when they give you the design, they call it a design, but I call them floor plans, whatever you want to call them. When you're looking at floor plans or names, a lot of the other builders have names for them. So they'll be like the Kylie plan or the Robinson plan, or they have like names to them. Perry is very basic. It's their square footage. So if you see design 3917W, it's 3,917 square feet in this floor plan. Can you add to that? Absolutely. It will make the square feet larger, but that's how they associate or call out their floor plans. So just some food for thought for Perry there. But like this one, it's 3,917 square feet. It has 5 bedrooms. Now, if you go in and view these homes and view the floor plans, you'll see that there's a lot of opportunity to add square footage there. They have different options that you can add. But this one's really cool. This one has a rotunda right in the middle of the entryway. So when you walk in, you're in this big circle dome room and the stairs go around it. It's kind of cool. But it's really cool because it's 2 stories high. So it's about 22 to 24 feet high of this like big circle. And I've seen some people will rock it, put white stone. It's very expensive, but if you're already in at 1.2, why not? But it's so stunning. I don't know if Perry will do it. I have seen some people do it after closing and have their own third-party contractor come in and do it. But really, it's stunning. It's gorgeous. I love it. So, and then you can choose your elevations here. Some people really like the more modern straight lines. Some people really like the peaks. It's really just going to depend on your style. I personally really love the high peaks, and I love when they do extra brick design on there, but that's just me. Doesn't have to be you, but this is just one floor plan. So you can play around with that. But you can come in here and watch all of the things. Now, keep in mind when they put estimated, this is a principal and interest. This does not include your homeowner's insurance or taxes. So you want to keep that in mind. But these are just some of the homes that are available, that are floor plans that they are available in this area. I really love this one. This is one of my favorite, 3656. Great floor plan. So you can come in here and check things out. The only thing I don't hit on in here is the schools. So it is North ISD in San Antonio, and these are the schools that they go to because it's not quite in Boerne. So it is San Antonio schools because you are in San Antonio. So that is what we have for you here. Now let's dive in. I'm going to take you to the actual neighborhood so you can see the lots that are available and give you a little more information on that. Let's go check it out.
All right, so we are here, boots on the ground, in the neighborhood, at the Dominion. Perry has 35 lots here to build. Right behind me, you have the model that they are currently working on. I just toured this model, guys. There's not sheetrock in there, or else I would tour it with you. This thing is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a 5-bedroom, 5.5, well, technically 5-bedroom, 5-bath with 2 half baths. So we're over 5,000 square feet with a media room, a game room, an office, all the things with a double island. This one's gonna be gorgeous. They are sparing no expense in this neighborhood. If you're used to seeing our Perry videos or Perry builds, this is like no other in San Antonio. Perry does get into luxury in the Dallas market, but they really haven't hit true luxury in San Antonio until this year, right? So we have here at the Dominion, and then you also have George's Ranch if you're interested in that. Perry's starting to really get into the higher price points. So as I walk down this street, I just want to show you they've got 5 inventory homes that are currently being built right now that are going to be ready between October and December of 2025. So if you are looking to get a home to move into in 2025, you still have the ability to do so right here in the Dominion with a new Perry build. However, they do have 30 other lots that are ready, as you can see, 30 other lots ready for you to choose from and build. Homes are starting in here at 1.1. That is going to be their base pricing for their 3,500 square foot homes. They're building in here. Their floor plans are anywhere from 3,500 to 5,000, and you probably could push that 5,000 if you added an extra media room or something like that. But that is the range. They are trying to keep everybody around 1.2 to 1.5. Could you go more than that? Possibly. It's just going to depend on the upgrades and the lot you choose. There is one lot down here at the end that is a massive lot, and the actual premium for that lot is 100 grand. So maybe 1.6 on that one, depending on it, but it's pretty big. So what you can expect for lot size in this community is 60 and 70 foot lots. So they have a few 60 foot lots, but most of them are 70 foot lots. As you can see, this one is going to be the first one that's going to be ready in October. It's almost done. It is a smaller floor plan. If you saw our Kinder Ranch video, it's that floor plan in Kinder Ranch. They brought it here. It's a 1-story. Then you have all of these other massive, I think they're massive, because I'm in 2,500 square feet. To go to 5,000 is literally double my house. So really big floor plans. And then you also have this one behind me. This one is also going to be done by December. So just up to you what you're looking for. All right. So I wanted to get past that truck. It was pretty loud, but I also wanted to show you this lot over here where these beautiful oaks are behind me. This lot right here, this is going to be that lot premium. It is one of the largest lots. It is still available at 100 grand just for the lot premium. And then you can build whatever you want. If you are wanting a pool in your backyard, you can expect to have a 2-story if you want to have room for that pool. The 1-stories on these 70-foot lots, it's just not going to be enough backyard for you to fit a pool. But if you did a 2-story or you got this massive lot, you absolutely could. Now, the other thing I want to bring up is there's really not a true greenbelt lot in this neighborhood. Dominion's been built out, right? They just found this little sliver in the Dominion. So you're not really getting greenbelt lot. You do have a masonry wall right here, and there is a road on the other end of it. So you would have light traffic down there. Okay, so stuff about Dominion. If you haven't seen our Dominion video, make sure you check that out. You're gonna get way more information on what the Dominion can give you. This is just a sneak peek of this new build little section of the Dominion that's about to be open. Now you can still build in here, but really until the model's done, they're not gonna start doing major selling. So if you like anything of what you're seeing and you want to be in the Dominion, drop us a comment, give us a call. All of our information is listed below. Steve and I would be happy to get you all of the information that they have on the floor plans and pricing and any incentives they're having. But as far as the Dominion goes, you can expect $3,500 a year for your HOA fee. That gets you 3 gates in, and they're all guard gated. This is a great guard gated community. You also have the country club here, so if you want to become a member of that, you can. It is not included in the $3,500. You would have to be a part of that country club to be able to golf and have access to the pool and all the tennis courts and pickleball courts, all the wonderful things that the country club has to offer here. Tax rate is 2.25. The other thing that I wanted to mention on what Perry is doing different in this neighborhood, every house in this neighborhood is going to have a metal roof. So that is something different. You don't really see metal roofs for Perry anywhere else in San Antonio, but they are required to put that here in the Dominion. So metal roofs are coming standard on these homes. They've got a lot of extras that are coming standard in these homes that your typical Perry, you know, around 500, 600,000 isn't including. So if you want all of those specific details, give us a call. Now stick around. I'm going to bring you where this neighborhood is on the map so you can see exactly why this location is so prime and everything it has to offer. So why don't we go get in some AC and take a look on the map.
All right, so now it's time to jump on a map and show you exactly where the Dominion is on a map. Let's jump in. Okay, so here we are, San Antonio as a whole. I do want to do a little housekeeping and show you guys the freeway system. If you're moving here from out of state or out of the country, it's super helpful to know how to get around San Antonio, and then we'll dive into the Dominion to show you why this location is so sought after and why it's so popular. So first things first, we have two loops in San Antonio. We have your inner loop, which is loop 410, and then we have your outer loop, which is loop 1604. Goes all the way around. And then your main freeways, you have I-10, which comes in from the east, and in San Antonio, it does end up going northwest, this way. So if you continue going northwest on I-10, it'll take you to Bernie, to Kerrville, to El Paso, and then out towards California. Most of I-10, when you look at, the United States, it goes from California to Florida, but in San Antonio, it does actually go north and south, which is kind of funny, because if it continued to go west, you would end up in Mexico. So on that note, 10 does turn into 90 if you want to continue going straight west. It does take you to Castroville, and then it'll take you to Del Rio and into Mexico if that is where you want to go. And then you have I-35, which comes in like this and goes through downtown San Antonio going south. If you go north on I-35, it'll take you to Austin, up to Dallas, and genuinely all the way to Canada if you wanted to go that way. It would be a very long drive, but it does come through San Antonio, and then it will come out south here, go to Natalia, Divine. You can go see some oil fields if you go out that way on I-35. And then you have 281, which is very windy downtown San Antonio. So during sunset and sunrise, stay away from 281. That's my best advice for out-of-staters and out-of-towners. It's just a very windy freeway. And so when the sun is blaring right in your eyes, it's hard to see. And so the traffic just backs up because people go really slow around those curves through downtown. But anyway, 281 goes, if you take it north, it'll take you Bulverde, Spring Branch, and up towards Blanco, Dripping Springs. You can get to the back way of Austin that way. And then if you take it down, 281 actually turns into I-37. I-37 will take you straight down to the valley, to South Padre Island, if you want to go see that. Or Corpus, Port Aransas, all of those beaches that we have are about 2 hours away. South Padre's 4 hours. And then last but not least, because this one is becoming bigger, this is Highway 16. But if you are not from around here and you call it Highway 16, well, no, you're not from around here. We call this Bandera Road. So Bandera Road also is 16. 211 is our new cut. So if you're living on the west side of San Antonio, you love 211 because you can cut from Potranco all the way up to Bandera Road. Which is nice. And then you have a small little Wurzbach Parkway here, which will cut you from I-35 and drop you technically into Medical Center right here. So these are your main freeways that you would use. I wouldn't say all of them on a daily basis. It's definitely going to depend where you land. For the most part, most people tend to stay within a 10-mile radius of where they live. So the Dominion, let's dive into where the Dominion is on this map. I'm showing you big. We're going to zoom in because it is North San Antonio. So you can see it has its own spot. Google likes to give us. The Dominion is right here. This is Camp Bullis. This is one of our training military facilities. They do a lot of night ops. You don't really hear a whole lot out of them, but the Dominion is right off I-10. You are about 10 minutes down to 1604 and I-10, this intersection where you have Six Flags, you have La Cantera, which is really nice shopping. You have the Rim over here, which is also nice shopping. You have Andretti, which is like go-kart driving along with arcades. And then you also have Topgolf and a bunch of little bars and some restaurants right here. So genuinely, this part of San Antonio is like high entertainment. You have a lot of people there. Fridays and Saturdays, a lot of people come to this part of town. That does not mean that people aren't going to the Pearl or downtown. This is just another one of the highly traveled, highly experienced areas of San Antonio. And currently in summer of 2025, there is a lot of construction going on. 1604 is getting widened and there's all of these overpasses that are getting built. So by end of the year, this will be amazing and it'll be so easy to get on and off 1604 and on and off I-10. It's gonna be so awesome when it's done. It's just been 2 years of like construction, but we're almost done. There's 2 ramps. So I-10 to 1604 has opened and 1604 to I-10 has opened. So those 2 freeways those overpasses, I should say, have already opened up and traffic has already started to flow a lot easier in those areas during peak times. Okay, Dominion. So as we zoom in, the Dominion's location, as you can see, this is the golf course at the Dominion Country Club. So you've got the country club here. The houses are all built in all along here. What I do love about the Dominion, it's very private. So as you can see, you know, it's back here, but you have 3 separate gates and they are all guard gated. So you have a gate, if you were to take the Camp Bullis exit, you could get to the gate back here off Camp Bullis. You can, I guess there's technically 2 back ones back here. So there's one off Camp Bullis and then there's one over here by TMI, which is a private Christian school. I mean, not a private Christian school, just a private school, I should say. And then you have your main entrance right here off of I-10 right on Dominion Drive. So you have your security center right here. It is guard gated, it's very serious. You do have to belong there in order to get in, but you do see this beautiful golf course from the freeway when you're driving in. Some things, so the country club does have that restaurant in there, so you can always go there. If you cross the street directly across, you have restaurants right in this shopping center. You have La Fogata, which is a really great Mexican restaurant. Their queso is so good, which is just cheese dip, but queso is amazing. But that's a really great restaurant. You have a ton of stuff in here, to be honest with you. Aldino's is a really good Italian restaurant. You've got Thai and sushi. You've got all kinds of stuff in here. Silo. This is a big one. Steve and I frequent here. This oyster bar is really cool. It's rooftop. So you go, when you get there, you go in an elevator and you go up and the restaurant is on the rooftop. So just kind of cool. It's nice. It's good food, but you've got a lot of restaurants directly across from the Dominion. And of course your CVS, so you can get your quick grocery stuff if you don't want to go to the HEB. but honestly, the HEB is just minutes away. So you have, so your Dominion is here, and then your HEB is right here at Leon Springs. So at Bernie Stage Road, you have an HEB here. Let me just zoom in. So your HEB is just north of the Dominion. As you can see, the Dominion is right here. All of this is the country club golf course, but really like this is all Dominion. I mean, you can see there's even Dominion Drive over here. So all of this is all Dominion. It's massive. But if you exit the main drive, Dominion Drive, onto I-10, you literally go up one exit. You could really just stay on the frontage road, to be honest with you. Come right here, go under I-10, and you have HEB, you have Walmart over here, obviously Chick-fil-A, can't miss the Chick-fil-A. You've got another Italian restaurant right here that's really good. You've got quite a few restaurants over here. Papa Nacho, which actually it might not be there much longer. I think they're moving further up here for a bigger location. But Papa Nacho here, you might find Steve and I there on Friday nights. We meet his family for dinners on Friday nights, and they live in Fair Oaks, right? So we meet them halfway a lot, and Papa Nacho's right there. But you've got a lot of stuff going on here. HEB, Walmart, those are your main things. The Silver Fox. Oh, that's where your third gate is. So it's over here by the Silver Fox. But you have, you also have a bunch of restaurants right here off Willie's, off of the frontage road here. So you have Willie's, Ice House here. You got Freebirds over here as well, which is like a burrito shop. So you got a lot of restaurants here. And then you also have a lot of restaurants right here. They just opened up this new Lion and Rose restaurant and pub. It's really a bar. But they do serve food. But you also have like Texas Roadhouse there, and I'm probably saying this wrong, Brazier, I don't know. It's a really nice restaurant that I really like. They do everything roasted. So it was honestly an idea when I wanted to start a restaurant, was I wanted to start everything roasted, because I did keto for a long time and just wanted like roasted vegetables and roasted chicken. Anyway, they stole my idea. And they opened up that restaurant there, and it's really good. So let me back out of this so you clear up everything, and I can zoom out so you can see how close everything is. So again, Dominion is right here, HEB is here, Walmart is here, all the restaurants, all within 5 minutes, genuinely. And if you stay on that frontage, you're not going to hit traffic anyway. So there's a light right here that you might get held up on for like 2 minutes. But overall, everything is like a stone's throw away, super easy to get to. I do just want to hit on, if the Dominion is something you are interested in, you want to keep in mind price points. So Dominion's going to be anywhere genuinely from $700,000 up, all the way to, really, the sky's the limit in this neighborhood. There are lots of homes, 4 million, 6 million. It just depends what your budget is and what you're looking for, but the Dominion has lots of different lifestyles there for you. So if we're looking at the Dominion, you are right here for the Dominion. To get to the airport, that is the only complaint that I have heard from those who live in the Dominion, is if you are frequently to the airport for travel, weekly for work or pleasure, you are 30 minutes from the airport. Could you get there in 20? Yeah. Should you? No. But 30 minutes from the airport, you come down, well, you can go multiple ways, but you can come down I-10 and take 1604 to 281. It spits you out right there. You could just take I-10 to 410 and then up 281. Honestly, the airport's right in between 410 and that intersection of 281. So it's all very close, but it's right about 30 minutes is what you can expect if you're going during peak hours, which most of the time you're going to the airport, you're going before the sun even comes up or later in the afternoon. So you shouldn't really have to deal with traffic too bad. But if you are going during rush hour, it might take you 45 minutes. So just some things to think on as far as that. The airport is there, but you are really just 15 minutes, not even 15, 10 to 15 minutes into downtown Boerne, 5 to 10 minutes into North San Antonio, and then you're about 30 minutes into downtown San Antonio, straight shot down I-10. So overall, great location, easy to get to, but more than anything, it's prestige. People who live in this neighborhood value safety. That's why you have guard gates. You even have a guard gate, and then a lot of homes in there have another gated community and then a gate into their property. So some people in there have three gates to access the property, right? So people who value safety, this is a very safe community. People who want to be as part of a country club, this is a great community for you as well. People who want to be surrounded by like-minded people, that is what we hear a lot. You know, people who are able to purchase those $3, $4, $6 million homes really like Dominion and Cordillera because they are around like-minded people and their home values are safe because they're surrounded by, I say expensive, but beautiful, prestigious homes. For some, $4 million is not expensive, and God bless you. That's amazing. What a great blessing. So beautiful homes, beautiful community. It is definitely one of the very, very top communities for San Antonio. And the location is great, just outside 1604. So that is what we have for you. I hope this was helpful. I hope I gave you an insight into one of the most beautiful neighborhoods here in San Antonio. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. All of our information is listed right below. Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice and help you find a home, whether it's in the Dominion or any other community when you move here to the San Antonio area. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the next one.